DEI is just sub for the N-word. It's just another word for black.
You are removing black people, gay people, and women from America's government's websites.
We've got a serious pending issue with Taiwan. There's concerns with Ukraine and Russia. We have, as you were mentioning, planes falling out of the sky at the FAA. Why is this the priority right now?
The DEI purges have continued behind the scenes, which we know is really just an attack on diversity of any kind in general. So we're going to jump into a panel discussing what this means, what is still happening, and what we can do. So take a second to like the video, and we'll be back with the context and the fact checks where needed.
In some cases, photos seem to be flagged for removal simply because their file included the word gay. Yes, really. And that includes service members with that last name and an image of the B-29 aircraft, the Enola Gay. I mean...
Lord.
Yeah.
Look.
I would laugh, except that it's like...
But it's terrible.
Crazy.
And the thing is, and I don't even think we should use their language. You know, their language is, oh, we're doing it because of DEI. No, you are removing black people, gay people, and women from America's government's websites. That's wrong. That's wrong. In what world... Is that appropriate? If we said after Obama got in, we're going to take down all the pictures of the white boys, people would say, are you crazy? Are you smoking something? That's terrible. It's anti-American. So if you can say anything is anti-woke, anti-DEI, anti-whatever you want to.
Perfect point here, and that's what I really want to focus on. If they're removing things just because they remove the word gay or diversity without further looking into them or what they are, it's not about merit, it's not about erasing DEI, that's literally just erasing gay people, erasing diversity, erasing black history. It's clearly just an attack on these minority groups being included in general, making the spaces less welcoming to them by erasing their history within them. Now, imagine the outrage from the right if this was done, but Obama had got into office, right, and said, we're a secular nation, and he deleted anything with any mention of God or Christianity in it. Like, imagine the outrage.
That is racist, it is wrong, and I would expect Republicans to stand up and say, would you guys knock it off? We want high standards. We don't want history erased. We want high standards. We don't want people removed just because they're black or female or brown. That's wrong.
What I think is the craziest part about all of this is we've got a serious pending issue with Taiwan. There's concerns with Ukraine and Russia. We have, as you were mentioning, planes falling out of the sky at the FAA. Why is this the priority right now? Even if that is what you think is the priority, like the average everyday American, I think, is really struggling with the price of eggs, with the economy.
But to your point, clearly mistakes were made with the pictures. That's just stupid. Right? Like, erasing history, erasing a picture of someone who honorably served the country should not happen, period, in a story. But we have problems with Taiwan. We have problems in Ukraine, obviously. So, the Army was doing climate literacy classes. They were putting hybrid tactical vehicles, implicit bias
with that.
Let's
talk about climate literacy.
This is the broader DEI thing, and none of those things were actually making our operational readiness better.
But Joe, climate has been a part of the Pentagon's strategic plan since the 1990s.
Exactly. Republicans are so bought into their anti-science conspiracy bullshit. They think that the Pentagon having a climate focus is wokeness. Drought, famine, and fires cause conflicts. The Pentagon understands this. I seriously can't believe that we've found ourselves in this position as a country, but at least we can rest assured that there is no longer pretending that this DEI thing was ever about merit. It's about erasing black history, black inclusion, gay inclusion, safe spaces from women, and more. I mean, now they're at least being mask off about it. They're letting us know by doing it. But you gotta love how the world is on fire under Trump. Prices are still bad. And what he's focusing on is ungaying the military and removing trans people from sports. Like, what are we doing?
The Pentagon.
The Pentagon cannot pass an audit. Those are the things they should be focused on. And DEI is just sub for the N-word. It's just another word for black. They are taking this country backwards to a time where the history of black people was not told, and other people too. And so we got to reckon with this. President Trump ran to be the president, as all presidents do, of all people. He enjoyed a larger share. Let me just center black people right now. He enjoyed a larger share of the black vote than Republicans usually get. I'm old enough to remember during Black History Month, he was there celebrating black history. And then on his watch, he allows people to run roughshod and use DEI in a way that is debilitating, that is dehumanizing, that is wrong, and he should put a stop to it.
Exactly. And the most disrespectful part of this is the idea Right. And the most disrespectful part of this to me is this idea that Black people are handed anything in this country, as if we don't have to work twice as hard to get half the results only to still be judged for it. As if instead, Black people have it easy and that warrants questioning their merits because they're getting handouts and this isn't any position, as if we're just lazy. And that's why we get denied loans at higher rates, get arrested for the same crimes at higher rates, sentenced for the same crimes at higher rates, paid less for the same jobs with the same experience, same qualifications, get less callbacks, even when our applications are the same, are less likely to have a college application accepted, even with the same grades and testing scores, as if we're handed things in this country but are systemically behind white people in practically every single category in America because of our laziness. It's just abject racism to even hold this position. And let's stop allowing Republicans to use DEI without vehemently reminding them what they actually mean, which is the N-word. Like, just have the courage to say it if that's what you want to say.